At this time, 4:40 p.m., I hereby declare our Project Management Academy Convocation event open. We are very, very happy that we've come to this point. It has been a very exciting journey, and this is the time we'll take stock to know how well we've done, and then plan for even better training moving forward. So at this time, I will humbly request a volunteer to lead us in the very first agenda, which is the national anthem. So by show of hands, a volunteer should please lead us by reciting the first stanza of the national anthem, and it is here on screen. Let me see. Yeah. So the first stanza is here on screen. Engineer Daoud Kilani, sir, you are welcome to today's event. Please lead us, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, or good evening, my chairman and distinguished colleagues. Rise to compatriot, Nigeria soldiers, to serve our fatherland, with love and sympathy, the labor of our heroes shall never be vain. To serve without our mind, one nation bound in freedom, to find unity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for that excellent rendition of the national anthem. We are still on the opening section of this event. The volunteer should give us an opening prayer, which is usually the second stanza of our national anthem. And here again, it is on screen. So please, a volunteer should lead us in the opening prayer by reciting the second stanza of our national anthem. Okay, Engineer Fatile, please go ahead, sir.
O God of creation, direct and noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true, great lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign.
Amen. Thank you very much for the opening prayer. Moving on, next item on the agenda, which is the chairman's opening address. Engineer Fatile, please assist us in posting the soft copy of this brochure on our academy platform so that everybody can have a copy of it. So let me just go to my written address. So my written address is on page 6 of the brochure. It reads thus: Nice Lagos Chapter Chairman's welcome address during the graduation ceremony for Project Management Academy 4.0 on the 8th of August 2021. The National Chairman, Engineer Tanko Sijan, FNSC, F9, all fellows here present, our ESCO members, distinguished engineers, our referred distinguished members, ladies and gentlemen. You're all welcome to the convocation ceremony of the 4th edition of our Project Management Academy 2021. This edition has been very exciting, challenging, and positively refreshing as it introduced project management software Primavera 6 to the participating students, as well as other beneficial project monitoring technology aimed at making our students more efficient in their infrastructure projects. In the course of this edition, we had a total of 3 participating prospective students, both civil engineers and non-civil engineers, from across the country. Of this number, 29, which represents 55%, successfully met all conditions stipulated in the 4-week training to graduate today and receive their certificate of participation from the chapter. 3 of the best graduating students will be honored today as well. We are confident that these graduates will add value to projects in their places of work. Moving forward, NICE Lagos chapter continues to liaise with partner organizations to bring other academic training to track team members to assist in their continuous professional development targets. We shall announce more of this training. Also, we are working on an online certificate verification portal to enable employers and clients to verify our certificates as another value-adding benefit to our esteemed graduates. Finally, we wish all our graduates success in their present and future endeavors as we continue to contribute our quota to increase the in-country capacity of civil engineers and other professionals in the built environment to deliver all levels of infrastructure projects needed by our great nation. Long live NICE Lagos chapter. Long live Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. That ends my opening speech. Moving to the next item on the agenda, which is the facilitator's speech stroke review. Engineer Fatile, you have the floor, sir.
Okay. I humbly welcome everyone to this solemn and joyous occasion, the graduation of Project Management Academy 4.0. Special thanks goes to the leadership of NICE Lagos for providing a platform for everybody here to learn, to unlearn and relearn. Learning, as we all know, is a must for a progressive person because we live in a dynamic world. We say kudos to NICE for deliberate and concerted efforts being made to ensure members are well equipped with the knowledge required to strive in an ever competitive industry. To the participants, I salute your courage, resoluteness, and commitment to the completion of this program, irrespective of your ever busy schedule. Like the popular palace, practice makes perfect. I expect that all that have been learned will be put to judicious use, thus laying a proper foundation for a prosperous career. I am proud of the progress that have been made with the training in terms of value addition. I say congratulations. I am inordinately proud of you all. You are ready, willing, and more able than to grasp the torch that will bestow upon you and take the industry by storm. My challenge to each of you and to myself is to do all that you can do to reach your full potential. If everybody here is able to do that, just imagine the effect that will have. The future is truly in our hands, so let's make the most of it. Thank you very much, the facilitator. So briefly, I'm going to share my screen. We have a short clip here for the review of our training. The Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers, in conjunction with Williams Tech Consult, presents Project Management Academy 4.0 Overview. Project Management Academy 4.0 came with a new twist to the old order. The training focused on the basics of Primavera P6 and emerging technologies. It was attended by 49 students, among which are civil engineers, architects, electrical engineers, safety officers, etc. The objective of the training include ability to understand the rudiments of project planning, ability to prepare a realistic program of work, ability to present a program of work in a professional way using Primavera P6, to understand the application of QR code, Google Form in the built environment, and understanding of the rudiments of setting out a smart work. The journey so far. Project Management Academy was birthed as a result of the desire of NICE Lagos to entrench training in their programs. The academy started basically for training on Microsoft projects, but it's been gradually expanded to take care of other softwares and areas of project management through continuous improvement. It is a product of resourcefulness and determination of the ESCO to ensure that members are well equipped to take on the challenges they might encounter during the course of their practice. The Academy has trained over 230 participants since its inception. We say kudos to the leadership of Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers, Lagos State Chapter, for another feat that has been achieved. A look at the training schedule. Week 1. During the first week of lecture and few days prior to the beginning of the training, participants were guided through the installation of the software, and on the first week, the first lecture, the lecture was introduced by looking at the importance of planning to project delivery. A pretest was done using CAUT software. Then we looked at introduction into Primavera P6 by getting acquainted with Primavera P6 interface. Participants were familiarized with EPS, OBS, Gantt view, detail view, timelines, user, and admin preferences. During the second week, participants were introduced on how to set up a program of work using Primavera P6, after which assignment 1 was given. In the third week of the lecture, assignment 1 was reviewed. Participants were taught how to set baseline, plan value analysis, scheduling, status, tracking, and printing. They were also taught the application of QR code and Google Form in the built environment. And during the last week of lecture, assignment 2 was reviewed. Participants were introduced to how to set up a smart home. The final lecture centered on an overview of what has been learned in the past weeks, and week 4 lecture was concluded with a post-test using Kahoot, examining the participants. The participants were examined before, during, and after the training to ensure they understand what has been taught. A pre-test and a post-test using Kahoot before and after the training was used to establish the fact whether what is being taught is being understood by the students. When you give a test before and after a lecture or after a training and you compare notes, it gives you a true picture to know whether the training being taught is being properly assimilated. Assignment 1 and 2 were also given during the training, which was assessed one-on-one with facilitator comments, and the participants were graded accordingly on a 100 points for each assignment. So what are the takeaways? What are the things that we have learned? We were able to learn the basics of Primavera P6 and basically how to set up a program of work, how to format layout, how to schedule, how to restatus, how to set a baseline, how to print reports. And from the emerging technologies, we take a delve at the application of Google Form and QR code in the built environment. And we also looked at how to set up a smart home. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Let me share my screen. Okay, so we've gone through item number 4, which is the facultative speech. So the next item is feedback from the graduates. So the floor is open for our graduates to give us feedback on their impression about the training they have received, areas where they believe we can do better, everything that they can recommend to ensure that we continuously improve the delivery of this academy. So the floor is open. By show of hands, just raise your hand so we give you the permission to make your contribution. Alternatively, if you wish to just type it out, you can do so on the chat window and we would read it out. So the floor is open for feedback from our able graduates. Okay, Engineer Joshua, go ahead, sir. Unmute yourself.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm so glad to be part of this training session because it's a training that I have longed for. But fortunately for me, I got a new job within this section, which the software that I'm about to use was even Primavera, which I think I discussed with the facilitator. So this training at least gave me some little head up, at least to start with, even though it's quite big. There's a lot of challenges even on me as it is, but at least this training has given me a good startup to familiarize myself even on the new job and on the Primavera that we just learned and I've been building on it. So I want to really appreciate the facilitator and the entire Nigeria State Civil Engineers Lagos chapter for seeing ways of improving the engineers and the personnel so that we can have more value even when in the sector as a whole. I really want to appreciate it because even when they joke, I only told them that when they told me that you know what it from there, I said I'm planning to learn it because I know the last national project which we had, if I told them that okay, the next software that will be learned is Primavera. I also know that it's something that I'm planning to learn. So when they called me, have you learned last year? I said, it's what we are learning, it's what we are doing currently and stuff like that. I really want to appreciate the entire team. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Engineer Joshua. That is the feedback you just given is what we really long to hear, that we are adding value to our graduates, and that is something we will continue to do. So thank you for sharing that feedback with us. The floor is open for more feedback from our graduates. Just use the raise your hand feature so we can give you the floor to speak. Engineer Abdul, please go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I'm so delighted to be part of this team once again. During the first session of this training, that was a Microsoft project. We learned a lot, and coming to hear of Primavera as promised, and it came to be just as it was said earlier. I have to personally appreciate the body, NICE Lagos chapter, for always being on top of their game to make sure that the engineers are well equipped. Personally, I appreciate the distant learning pattern that was inculcated by this group. Wherever you are, you can be part of the team. Your facilitator will create time to go through your work one-on-one and analyze them, give you points where you made mistakes, where you need to step up your training, and the commendation that comes from each assignment you made, you submit. He will make sure he commend you, give you correction. This alone boosts our morale. If you see the way the class is always busy when it is closer to when we are about submitting our exams, our test or assignment per se, you will really see that yes, this group is a group of busy people, but since they have something committed here, they really put up their effort to make sure they meet up the target. I actually enjoyed my colleague, my classmates on the course of the training. The training is really fun. Coming to the close of the program, we now see how everything is well organized. Currently, we are enjoying our convocation, which is not just something that you just go somewhere and learn. It is a well-organized setting. We appreciate NICE Lagos chapter. Thank you, our facilitator. We appreciate the way you put up time to make sure we have the lecture videos. As part of my recommendation or observation, I think once a week learning pattern should be increased. If you can just make it twice, it will really help. I beg Lagos chapter and the facilitators to look into that, to make it at least twice a week instead of weekend learning only. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that input. We would review that recommendation and see how we can incorporate it. Just for clarity, when you say once a week learning. I believe you are referring to the live session via Zoom, right?
Come again, sir.
I believe by the frequency you are talking about, you mean more live sessions via Zoom?
No, I don't mean the live session. You know, we do have our classes weekends.
Okay. Okay.
So I am talking about if it can be increased to twice a week, be it off live session or online.
Oh, okay. Noted, sir.
Thank you.
Very much. Thank you very much. Engineer Okore, go ahead, sir. Unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I want to lend my voice and sincerely appreciate Nice Lagos chapter for the good work they are doing. And Primavera has been a soft skill I've actually longed to learn a very long time ago, but due to time and space between the work, family, and other things, I've not been able to do that. And now I can use Primavera. I want to sincerely appreciate Nice Lagos chapter for that. But most importantly, I want to appreciate my facilitator, Engineer Fatili. He's someone I actually look up to. I call him, I text him at all the hours, prior to assignment submission, and some things that actually cumbersome for me on that program, and he actually enlightened me on it. I sincerely want to appreciate him. I'm looking forward to another section for deeper knowledge and deeper understanding of Primavera. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Engineer Titilayo, you have the floor.
Good evening, sirs.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, all. Yeah, I want also to appreciate the Nice Lagos chapter for the insightful sections, also allowing us to be parts of the adding value. It's not only to the members, but also to non-members. I sincerely say thank you, Nice Lagos chapter. And to Engineer Fatili, like the last speaker also have said, thank you for always there, even at odd hours, at midnight. You are always there to also put us through. You don't have time. You always have time for us. You don't tell us I'm busy, but you always tell us that call me at so time. But when we call you at the normal time, you respond to us. And thank you for always listening here to us and always putting us through. Thank you so much, sir, for always being there. Since last year, I've been joining the classes. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Engineer Titilayo, for that input. We appreciate your continual patronage of this platform, and we'll continue to do what we do best, which is to add value, as Franklin said. So the floor is open. I think we can take one more feedback before we move on to the next item.
Okay, you need to help me share my screen. Give me the access.
Okay, let me stop sharing.
It's done, right?
Right.
So basically, feedback is something that is very important for personal development, be it a person, be it a company. And we take this seriously in this academy. So from our Google form for the certificates, people have given us some feedback, and what I'm doing is I want to really discuss them so that it's not that we are leaving anything out. Of course, it might not be possible for us to be able to meet up with every request, but we know how you feel. And I must also confess that the feedback this time around is very positive, and I'm very happy about that. It shows that what we are doing is being appreciated. So I want to quickly go through the feedback from us from the forms that we selected. I'm not going to talk about the praise, but the key ones. Okay, absolutely enjoyed the pre-tests and post-tests, but could have been longer. Okay, somebody mentioned the fact that 30 seconds was too short for some of the questions. I'm sorry. Okay, it was good for P6 beginners. We look forward to the advanced class. Yes, we will work towards that. Well organized class, interesting. More of life project case study. During our next training, we will look at a project and we will take it up from there. A very comprehensive and explanatory class. It was very interactive and timely. How I wish the whole lecture can be put into one piece for the students' revision. It is an experience that will last long. Okay, you can always get the videos. The videos are still on YouTube. They are not private, they are public out there. More assignments and interactive classes. Okay, I want more of this type of lecture. The lectures were top notch, but the program was too tight for me. So for me, it was because of my tight schedule. Okay, let's go to spread the lecture content over a longer period of time. Is 4 weeks that we are using now. Okay, the training can be 2 months. Wow, that's interesting. 2 months. Okay, topics covered are quite valuable and relevant in practice. Please keep up the effort. To get the software for continuous practice and improvement, the software trials, limited time and practice makes perfect. You can always lay your hands on it. You have it. It's not what you have. The software you have is not a free trial. It's a standalone licensed version. So let's make use of it. Accommodate as many questions as possible. Don't it? Okay. This is from Mr. Friday, I guess. Lectures day per week should be increased to 2 times a week to break the weekend. Okay, usually when we have lectures, we have assignments. So if we are to answer this question, it means the time we have for assignment will also be reduced, because we live during the week so that we have enough time to respond to our assignment. But because usually people have said that the time was too small when we started, and we also need to leave time for the facilitator to assess satisfactory good. Let's go to the next one. Okay, good. There should be adequate communication during and after the class. If you are checking your WhatsApp, your platform, we are always giving information there. The lecturers was great and easy to follow once you follow the step. Thank you. You have done well. Very interesting. More of this kind. Many more lectures. Instructor did well, but can we have a training or rudiment of planning, not just how to input data? Thank you for this. I planned actually to do this, but time was not available. We really need to know how to determine duration. Yes, how to determine resources. There are some standards. Understand how to apply those standards. Okay, I'm planning to even develop an Excel sheet for this, but yes, this is what I've been thinking about. So we will look at that. Live project from A to Z for training. Okay, make sure the lectures is not fixed. Wow, around a religious festive period, as this caused me a lot of setback during this training. Wow. Okay, so those are the feedback from our form. We have taken notes of everything, and to the best of our ability, we will try to make sure we reflect some of these suggestions in our subsequent trainings. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Fatile, for that very interesting breakdown. And let me use this opportunity to say a big thank you to everyone who filled in that form and gave us feedback. we know that the best way to improve this academic is to listen to these feedback. So it's an invaluable resource, and we appreciate everyone for making input into it. So let's move to the next item, which is the presentation of awards. Based on the performance of all our students, we have 3 awards for this particular Project Management Academy's edition. So we would start from the 3rd. Okay, so starting from the 3rd best graduating student, we have Engineer Adesoji Odunayo Adedoku, take the 3rd position, and gets your award. To present the award to him, I call on.
I am.
So please help us present the award for the 3rd best graduating student.
Okay.
It's very visible.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. On behalf of the NICE Lagos chapter, I present the 3rd best award to Engineer Adesoji Odunayo Adekunle as the 3rd best graduating student of Project Management Academy 4.0, dated 8 August 2021. Thank you, sir, and congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. Sorry that it's not so clear.
Yes, no problem.
It's because we made the file.
No problem.
We shrunk the file so that it can be uploaded easily. So, Engineer Adesoji Odunayo Adekunle, congratulations, sir. You will post the link and the details of our admin officer on the WhatsApp platform, so you can arrange to pick up your award. Once again, congratulations. Moving on to the 2nd best graduating student, Engineer Ismail Akindeji Badamosi. Congratulations. The award is ready. Let's see who's online. Engineer Fatile, are you still online?
Yes, I'm online.
Okay, so please do us the honors of presenting the award for the 2nd best graduating student.
All right. So, on behalf of NICE Lagos State Chapter, I present the award for Engineer Ismail Akindeji Badamosi as the 2nd best graduating student of Project Management Academy 4.0, dated 8 August 2021. Engineer Ismail, I say congratulations. Thank you.
So, Engineer Ismail, once again, congratulations to you. For some of us who couldn't finish this edition, we know what it takes to not only participate but to do very well. So congratulations to you. And once again, you can contact our admin officer for pick up of your award. So moving on, we move to the best graduating student for Project Management Academy 4.0 in person of the very able, very consistent engineer, Dr. George C. Ora, F9, a fellow of our institution. It's good to know that he not only was also a very graduating student, of the third edition. He's also the best graduate student for fourth edition of Project Management Academy. So to present the award to him, I call on our very able father in the house, Engineer Dr. Tunde Olatunji, FNSC F9. Sir, are you online?
Yes, I'm online. That's Best Graduate Award.
Yes, please.
Award.
Yes, sir. Please help us present it to the best graduate, sir.
And wonderful chairman. I think my honor and privilege on behalf of my Lagos chapter present this certificate to Dr. George as the best graduating student. Congratulations. It is signed by Engineer Meta BD, chairman of Lagos chapter. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Once again, Engineer Dr. George Morales, we rejoice with you. You really got in studying this academy, and the reward is there for you, and we wish you the very best moving forward. So let me call on Dr. Ora to appreciate, give a vote of thanks on behalf of all those who have received the award. But before he does that, just for information, there are other best graduate students for Project Management 3.0. I will just mention them. So we have notified them at the last edition. Actually, 3.0, we had 4 students that actually were parallel at best graduating students. So we've mentioned Engineer Dr. George Ora. Then we also had Engineer Justice Onyedika Ilo. Congratulations. And we also have Engineer Adeloye Oluwatosin Joshua. Congratulations. And last but not least, we have Mr. Ibrahim Ali. All 8 best graduating students for Project Management Academy 3.0. So for all of you, we are really proud of your accomplishments, and we call on Engineer Dr. George Ora for the vote of thanks on behalf of all the award recipients. Engineer Ora, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity and privilege to be able to deliver this appreciation speech on behalf of my colleagues and participants. So, shall I say on behalf of all the participants, we are grateful, and shall I say also indebted to the leadership, chairman and team of NICE Lagos for your consistency, for your diligence and determination to impact value to our engineers. This is such a welcome thing in our practice. We can look around the country to see what happens in other chapters. And at the risk of sounding somewhat partial, I don't think it's speciality to say that Lagos is top notch when it comes to training and value addition. So on behalf of my co-participants, I would like to say kudos to Lagos, nice Lagos leadership, and also on behalf of my colleagues also, as has been said by many of us, also appreciate our facilitator, our able facilitator in the FRTD, the indefatigable facilitator. We've had several comments regarding his way of doing things, his way of delivering the lectures, and also his way of trying to follow up on us in the course of the program. So we want to thank you in your partner. We look forward to being able to meet again in class at subsequent editions. So on behalf of my colleagues again, I'd like to say thank you very much. For those of us who were not able to finish, like we saw from the statistics, many of us came in, but not all of us were able to finish. For those who could not finish, we want to urge you to go through and see whether you're able to. Certainly, there will be things to pick up from the lecture notes. Even if one is not able to get a certificate, one should be able to get a value that is inherent in all the resource materials that have been made available. So we should not be discouraged if we're not able to finish, or if we're not able to receive on our work today. Those who are not able to receive today may be able to receive tomorrow. So once again, on behalf of all of us, thank you very much, and may God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We are very, very proud of all the graduates. We know you will do us proud, we do the profession proud in our various places of work. And we will continue to look for every available opportunity to add value to everyone that is in the rich environment, especially members of our great institute. So moving forward, we have the vote of thanks from the graduating students. I would like to call on Engineer Dawood Kilani to give a vote of thanks on behalf of all the graduating students. Engineer Dawood Kilani, sir, are you still online? Engineer Kilani, are you still online, sir? Okay, while we wait for him, I noticed that our General Secretary, Engineer Emmanuel Onyama. Sir, are you online? Engineer Emmanuel Onyama, are you online, sir?
Yes, I am, my chairman.
Okay, so please do us the honors of giving a vote of thanks on behalf of all the graduating students.
Okay, thank you very much, my chairman, for the privilege. Once again, we want to thank Engineer Fatile, and we want to thank NICE and Engineer Fatile for such an opportunity. Thank you for the lectures. We will not fail to appreciate the fact that the lecture was worth more than it was valued. We got more for less, and we say a very big thank you. That's why we don't fail to thank NICE for the platform which was offered, because outside we know how much we will have paid to get this value. thank you for the value, thank you for the delivery, thank you for your time, and thank you for ensuring that even within our limited time amongst our busy schedule, we were able to follow up and ensure that at least we had a grasp of the lecture. We are utmost grateful and we look forward to better opportunities ahead. Thank you very much. On behalf of the graduating students, once again, say thank you, Engineer Fatile, and thank you to NICE. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Engineer Imonyama. Incidentally, he is the AVU General Secretary of our chapter. Just a quick reminder, there is a link to the attendance sheet on the chat window. Please click this link and fill your details so that we can record that you actually attended this graduation ceremony. I will post the link once again so that for those who don't have it on their chat window. Just click on it. It's a Google form for the attendance sheet. Just click on it so that we can record that you actually attended this. So moving on, we are now in the closing section. We are now in the closing section. A volunteer should please give us a closing prayer. Give us a closing prayer through the second stanza of the national anthem. Do you have a volunteer, please? Do you have a volunteer? And Imonyama, can you see? Okay, you have a volunteer. And Okore, please go ahead, sir.
O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true, great lofty hands attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Amen.
Thank you very much, Okore. Once again, please click the attendance sheet link and just fill your details. So, okay, we have hands raised. Thank you. Please go ahead, sir.
Hey, who did you give the floor, Chairman?
Yeah, now the floor, sir. Snapshots of the attendees. Please activate your camera so that I can take a screenshot of the attendee. Okay, thank you very much. The screenshot has been taken, so we can unmute and share pleasantries with